Parking also takes up a lot of space, and for a small studio or one bedroom, you might end up building more parking than unit. And this incentivizes builders to build bigger units. Micro units and studios, you need one parking space, but a 3-bedroom, you only need 2 parking spaces. So you might be incentivized to amortize the built-in cost of the parking, 400 square feet of parking with, say, a 2,000 square foot 3-bedroom, to just offset the parking that you have to build. And big 3-bedrooms cost far more than small 2-bedrooms and small 1-bedrooms. And it distorts the architecture, and you end up with buildings like this. You might end up with podium parking, which is a few levels of parking, and then expensive housing above it. And you can end up with a big, ugly building that activates neighborhood opposition. And when you're in a fight with the neighbors, you end up adding the pink wedges of the pie, the soft costs and carrying costs. Soft costs are the lawyers, expediters, and consultants that you need to hire to get through the neighbors. And the carrying costs are the 4 to 7 years that it takes, and you're paying taxes and interest on the loan. It also does something subtle because it creates a lot of legal risk because you can get sued. So you have these drawn out fights and you can end up in a lawsuit and really lose everything. So small builders just opt out of building. And so we end up with a few big developers who have the deep pockets and connections to navigate this system. And they just don't build that much housing, and they tend to build luxury. So we end up building a lot less housing, and housing ends up costing more.